Alrighty. I think we are ready to get going. Now let's hope I've got this set up properly. I don't! Or let's just fix that right now. Game. Capture. Game capture. Add source. Hey, there we go. Sorry about that. It's my first time on YouTube. Hi everybody. My name is Heybudd. Well, my name is Mike, I guess. But I'm here to play one of my favorite games of the last, I want to say the year, but I've really only been playing it for about a couple of months. But I have played it a grand total of way too many hours. I'll tell you that much. I've been wanting to make a bit of content on this game because I haven't seen many others doing so themselves. This game is a survival crafting game based on Half-Life, SCP. There's a lot of little influences. Most of it comes from Half-Life and Black Mesa, but there's a lot of fun little goodies to be had. As you can see, I don't exactly have a new scientist. I've got the little cool tie. I've got my trans recon badge. So I'm not going into this totally blind, but I'm hoping that I can be the one to introduce some of you to this. I will. It looks like my microphone's a little too high, so I'm going to turn that down just a bit. Bear with me here while I kind of get things going. I'm just excited to share this with more people because I think this game is fantastic. I personally think that more people need to know about this game. I would love to see more people playing this game. I would love to have more people to play this game with. And it's far from being done, even though it's hit that 1.0 update and it's got that ending. The devs are still working on it. They're still adding new stuff little by little. In fact, there's something here that is actually new to me that will hopefully be able to get to eventually. We'll touch upon that when we eventually get there. But for now, I think we should just get going. I'm going to go ahead and hit the replay introduction button so that everybody can be on the same page here. As far as how I envision this series going, I imagine these longer live streams will serve for those who want to get more of an in-depth survival game experience, where you can see me kind of looking for resources, finding out all of the lore, reading out all the emails, and then later on I'll go ahead and edit it on down to a more manageable size for the people who just kind of want to get the highlights. Both should be available readily, obviously, but before I ramble on for too long, let's get her going. So let's replay this here introduction, and we'll see what we got going. The Gate Cascade Restricted Zone. Excuse me.
Almost there.
Oh, his voice way too low.
So, ready for your first day?
Yeah, I am. Are you an Aussie, mate? Nice gun. Beautiful Australian outback. You worked here long?
There she is.
Don't answer my question, then fine. But that is right. That is our destination, the Gate Cascade facility. Research facility.
Well, here we are. Time to get out.
Okay, fine. You coming in? Never mind. He is not joining. Alright. So, movement. We don't really need this, but I can close this out. Welcome to Australia. Down under. Jump over here. I haven't actually explored out here all that much. It looks like there's a little outhouse. Ooh, we can relieve ourselves. Introducing that there is a little bit of a management system here to the game. We'll get into that once we actually get into the game proper, but we'll get introduced to the story here. Hello? Excuse me? Hi. On my first day. Oh. Okay. Can I come in? Thank you. You unlocked that and sat down quick.
Okay, you're the transfer, huh?
Uh-huh.
You sure picked a day.
What do you
Things
mean?
a bit hectic downstairs this morning.
Oh, jeez.
Just grab your gate pal there. It'll help you get sorted.
Sure. Ooh. Very nice. My gate pal stores useful data and communications. Assuming it works like the ones at the Springer facility, it'll be locked to my security clearance, so it only provides data for sectors I've got access to. Anything else?
Sorted? Okay.
Ah.
Most of what you need should be in your gate pal. Well, eventually. But you're good to go. Head down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction. And they'll
Sure
take
thing.
care of you.
Thank you, Jackson. Have a great day. Probably. We'll see him again, I'm sure. Many a time. Ah, radiation! So, there are many things that give you radiation poisoning in this game. As you can see, they got the fucking weird camera thing. That doesn't happen with your eyeballs. I don't know why. We can see it here. Maybe that's saying that the scientist here is a robot and he's viewing his world through the camera. But we don't want to talk about that right now. Anyway, hello.
Morning. Lifts down there.
Yep.
First, you need a hard hat.
Sure thing.
Health and so you've got what you need. Head through the gate to my left.
The gate.
Down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
To the left? This is to your... That is to your left. My bad. I'm just very smart. All right. Moving on down. I'm so excited. It's my first day here.
Welcome to the Gate Cascade Research Facility. You are in the induction wing. The facility is currently at alert level precautionary. Please listen carefully to and follow all security instructions.
Ooh.
Now arriving at staff processing.
All right. And I'm sure we don't have to worry about that big guy. I'm a scientist. I'm not going to be worrying about any of those big guys. Hi. I have to wave.
Hey, new transfer.
Hey, Bruce.
I got pulled in from surface duty. The usual lady, she got called out to help downstairs. Happens. Chaos is kind of our thing around here.
I'll take your word for it.
You seem a bit antsy. Just wait. I'll unlock the gate in a second. Now, I've never run someone through this, but it looks pretty straightforward. Coming from the Springer facility, you'll know the basics, but since we deal with specimens directly, everyone on staff has to know basic ECP. That's Emergency Containment Procedures. Okay, now I have some instructions here that aren't really compatible with the current security situation around here, so we're just gonna improvise a bit. Bear with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you crawl through that vent down there. Consider it like chasing down an escaped specimen. You got a big brain, you got a big imagination, right?
Hey! Hey, you! Well, I'm sure we'll get a chance to check that out later. Dismantling! I know how to do this, but essentially, the long and short of it is that certain items, you either need a screwdriver or a hammer or your hands to dismantle. And we'll pick that up, even though it doesn't really matter. We're gonna grab this guy, because I think he's gonna want us to take his wrench.
If there's something in your way, because I put it there, there should be a tool down there. Something you can smash the crate with. You might have to look around a bit. Oh, what the hell? This damn radio's acting up. There we go. Ugh, all morning. Alright, where were we? They want you to capture a creature. The lady who's supposed to do this, she took all the nets downstairs with her. Look around, maybe you can make one out of something.
I think I can fix this.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking I'd grab like a plastic bag for... You know what? This is why we do the jobs we do here at Gate. Go ahead and throw your fantastic net on the dummy. Nice! You've got some athleticism in there. Somewhere. Now, real creatures might wriggle out of that one, but that's not a real creature. So, next step is special containment, isolation, wash hands, inoculate. You know what? Just stomp on it. Oh, brutal. Okay, so next up, what's going on with your leg there? Looks to me like you're bleeding. Look, we'll call this training.
I got it, go away, I'm a professional.
Okay, you did that way cleaner than I would have.
Yeah.
You would, wouldn't you? You're gonna fit right in down there.
What is that supposed to mean?
Looks like you can walk on it all right. Let's head you on through to the next room. Feel free to mosey. I've gotta check some stuff out. We got some weird crap going on today, not gonna lie to you.
Okay. Alright. Just move on along. Synaptic Labs. Go to the next room. What's in here? Ooh. I don't think I've actually heard this Dr. Mance recording. This is Dr. Derek Mance. He's the head of containment over at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, and he has little audio logs for us.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research.
I guess should have let him
After
say
yesterday's fiasco, I've made a formal request to extend general anomaly storage immediately. We've requisitioned Ordo 113, only to discover that some effect from 221 had turned it permanently blue. I've made it clear to Anderson. This is not acceptable. Ordo subjects may be deemed low risk. The range of phenomena is too diverse to jam them together like sardines.
He's got a point. I don't think the Indiana Jones warehouse is a good place to put, like, weapons of mass destruction. Oh, an email terminal. There's so much stuff I didn't check out the first time I did this. We're all learning something new here today, kids. Investigation from R. Moyer. Jane, what is this I'm hearing about an investigation into our security? Has anyone spoken to you about it? Relax, Richard. It doesn't concern anyone in your sector. It's the labs team. You know how they are. Always scared someone's leaking information. Mance suggested the executive committee thinks someone may be monitoring our data network. I thought that was impossible. The farm needs to know about this. We're the ones who worked with the data day in and day out. Look, Mance is great at theorizing, but sometimes he lets his imagination run away with the facts. It's all speculation at this point. We haven't detected anything beyond a few probing actions. Our data is secure. Let them know it's under control. Because it is. Some fungus from Amon Banco and T. Anderson. Anderson was the guy that Mance was talking about just a moment ago. Hey, you asked me to get in touch if we found any applications for new materials. You remember that fungus Lenora's team brought back? We did some tests, and this stuff makes penicillin look like tap water. I reviewed the report. You're cleared for Phase 2. Someone needs to go back in there. We need more samples. And then Derek actually gets in on this, too. I should just check each time. The Silo 2 systems are online. I think another venture should be fine. I'll talk to TR. They're itching to get back in there. TR, I believe, is Trans Recon, which is where I currently am stationed. At least I'm saying I am. All right, so let's get some water and move on to the next room, finally. Sorry, I'm diddly-dallying, but I'm learning.
So, I'm betting they didn't have these at Springer. It says here, all gate staff at Cascade need to understand the facility's unique power system. It goes into a lot of detail only an egghead would want. No offense. Every power socket here comes with its own little extension cable, and we build everything purpose-built for those sockets. So what you're gonna do, you need to package the heater, place it back down near the power socket, and then... Okay, now I know that was a lot. I'm getting some weird interference on my radio. I'm gonna leave you to the whiteboard down there. You might need a screwdriver. I'll get back to you in a minute.
Alright. Well, since we're not important enough for Bruce's attention here...
Station 3, what's going on? Over.
I don't know why it's
Station 3, Station 2. Hey, nice work plugging in that plug. We're done here. There's some stuff on this list, but I don't reckon you're gonna need it. That's why you've got people like me around. Keep you safe.
What do you mean?
Looks like I gotta check on some situation topside. So, yeah, head to the elevator. It'll take you down to residences. Real cozy stuff. Clipboard here says you're looking for a Dr. Khan? It sounds familiar. I guess he's in charge of the rest of your orientation.
Dr. Khan.
Alright,
Dr. Khan.
onward to science. Well, for one of us anyway.
Dr. Khan. Dr. Khan. Okay, so that was orientation. Welcome to the facility.
Attention. This is a high priority safety broadcast. You are currently en route to Residence Level 7. Due to an active security situation, advanced safety precautions are in effect. This elevator will be redirected to offices level 1.
But I'm
Please
tired.
remain in place and wait for security team assistance.
I want to take a nap. Can I take a nap? I wanted to take a nap. What's going on? I was told I would be going to residences. All right, and because it doesn't lead directly in, we're going to go ahead and start a new game. So, it's going to be single player only. We're going to put it on hard, because I think it will be funnier if I have a hard time. However, we're going to name this. Okay. Heybudd rides again, because this is like my third playthrough. I am going to modify the sandbox settings a little bit, just because I like to be able to show off certain features, and judging by how much I have played this game, I know for a fact that sometimes the XP gains can be a little low, so I'm going to bump it up, full disclosure, to 1.5. I'm also going to increase the stack sizes by about 3, and then leave everything else the same. This is mostly to do with stackable items, just to help with a little bit of early game stuff. I know it's kind of cheating, but, you know, sue me, whatever. This is my game playthrough. We're going to do it a little different. And now we'll just get her on going. Now, 20 minutes in, we're finally ready to play. So, the way that this game works is every time you start a new game, you get a new character. We're going to have to choose what our job is. It doesn't necessarily change too much, but it does help us get a little bit of a head start. Usually, certain like this kind of medical class here gains extra first aid XP when crafting medical items. I kind of want to... Where is it? I think I want to do a somatic gastrologist, to be completely honest with y'all, because cooking is so important in the late game, kind of getting better buffs and being able to level up our... what's it called? Our cooking skill quickly to level 10 will allow us to get access to something called a convection oven, as well as recipes for important stuff like bread, so that we can make cool stuff like not just soups and cooking meats and whatever we find. So I'm going to go with a somatic gastrologist, excuse me, and we'll be able to start out with some points. So, you know, maybe we could go gardener. Do a little bit extra. Is there anything -2? We could do a hobbyist chef. There we go. You know what? There we go. We get a little bit faster. We can gain our cooking and our gardening a little bit quicker. Not exactly the best skills, but I don't think it's going to hurt us either way. Let's get going. So, here we are. Welcome. We've just stepped off the elevator. I feel tall. I feel like I wasn't this tall in the elevator before. Either way, welcome to the offices sector. Let's go check out who this lovely gentleman is right here.
I don't think we've met.
Hi, nice to meet you, Dr. Jimbo.
You're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now I'm locked in here for God knows how long. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again. Looks like Jager's locked out.
Oh.
See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened, but take your time. He's insufferable.
Okay. Well, you seem like a ray of sunshine, good sir. Anything else?
If Jager thinks I'm crawling through the vents to let him in, he's got another thing coming.
All right, so we're going to be crawling through the vents, it looks like. Welcome to offices. I've said that already. This is pretty much the most centralized location in the game as far as I'm aware. But let's get moving. I think this is going to be the way to go. We probably should just start hoarding all of the stuff we can. I'm trying to think. So, the gist of this game's, cycle here is the gameplay loop is essentially like any other survival crafting game. You go run out and collect your stuff. In this game, it's a little bit more, we'll say, abstract. in its survival crafting nature because you are in a predetermined location. So I do know how to quickly get through here. I'm going to try not to rush. I think this time I'm going to take my time and, you know, really make something I'm proud of, and that you guys can like to look at. And then maybe one day, once I finish this playthrough, I can show you all my other bases on my other worlds, because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I genuinely think, I guess I should have said this at the top. If you have any fleeting interest in this game, play it for yourself. I cannot state enough. This game is something special, in my opinion. You know, for whatever that's worth. This game had my jaw on the ground at multiple points. Every time that I think that I'm on the top of the food chain in this game, it kicks me back down to the curb. It's just, it's a joy. I fucking love it. Excuse my language. I adore it. It's so fun. It's so, it's nothing crazy. Like, it's not like a Dark Souls game. It doesn't require a lot of thought. Oh fuck, I need a net. Hold on. Oh, I didn't turn this shit off. Okay, well, I'll turn this on for the first couple of streams, and maybe I'll turn it off later. The one thing I have about this game is its research system. Personally, first time through, it was kind of interesting, but overall, it just kind of gets bogged down. There's no real penalty to getting this recipe wrong. So essentially, the long and the short of it is, some recipes are pretty simple. It's just one thing. You just kind of find out what to do the thing. We're going to need a net here, so I'm going to get a net. I also am going to really quickly take care of this before this guy gets out. Sorry, I just want to make sure we didn't get jumped there. But essentially, with crafting, there's both normal crafting recipes, and then there's crafting recipes that require you to research it. So in this case, I believe we have the garden plots because we jumped up a little bit in our agriculture skills because of our job. But we'll do the crafting bench. So as you can see, there's a few different types. There's like this text slot, there's this like adhesive slot, and then there's the metal slot. So you'll be able to choose, I believe it's pipe. I mean, obviously there's no other, and then duct tape. I think it's duct tape. So now we know how to do it. That's it. We don't get any discount on it. We don't get any penalty. And now I'll purposefully get this one wrong, if that's possible. I think I can use plastic trap and then just throw all this junk in here. You'll get it wrong, and then it'll tell you what you got right, and then you'll just fucking push the button again. So personally, I think I'll maybe keep this on for Kipple streams and for the love of the game, enjoying it. I forgot to disable it in the settings when we were tinkering around, so we'll deal with it for now. I believe it's plastic and piping. And then same deal here. I think it's literally the exact same, but just it's a different. Yep, cool. So we've got all of our learning done for now. Moving on. Our goal right now is to let Dr. Jager into the cafeteria because Dr. Thule can't be bothered. You'll find out quite quickly that Dr. Thule can't be bothered for quite a few things, but we love him anyway. He's our lovable catty bitch. Looks like we went the wrong way. There's Dr. Thule. Hey, buddy. It looks like we're getting a very mild amount of radiation while we're in here, because we can see those little dots. I don't know if it's showing up well on the stream, but we're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna get Dr. Jager in here, and then we'll be cooking. Like I said before, you can kind of just dismantle shit to collect your materials rather than like punching a tree in Minecraft. We've unlocked a few more recipes. As you can see, the boom bait was a normal one, and we have to research that other one, the vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner is by far one of my favorite items in the game. It's so freaking useful. It's not even funny, because you will use a ton. Oh, hi. I didn't see you back there, little friend. So this is our main method of attack right now until we get a blunt weaponry, is just picking up some nets. I'm going to make some more. And then stomping on any creatures that we find. It's just kind of, we're just going to be a little bit of a hoarder here in the beginning of the game, because my main goal for this stream is to set up base in somewhere where I think is very, very fun. Normally, in my past couple of playthroughs, I've set up in cafeteria because you'll find that cafeteria is actually very centralized in terms of location. However, we're going to do it a little differently because we're going to hit a point in the game where we'll get this thing called a teleporter, which kind of just negates any and all travel cost. But here's another email terminal. Let's get this. Cooking! G. Chevalier says, "Hey, Kentaro, I'm looking for a gift for my friend of mine who loves cooking. Any thoughts?" And Kimamura says, "They want to be a chef. Give them a knife. Until you chop it up, you can't cook it." And then this is, I believe, going to teach us how to make a shiv. Yep. Alrighty, we're moving on. I hear something cooking. We found the calf. Well, the thingy. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm being ambushed. I've missed. Fuck. Rabbit. You're dead. I think there's another one in here. Yep. Oops, I missed. So these pests really aren't too much to write home about. But don't worry, they get so much more annoying. And I don't know why they even taught us how to make a ship, because we get a knife. So we won't have to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and pick up all these cooking implements here. I should go pick up that frying pan that was around the corner. Chef hat. Chef apron. Now we got our first little outfit. Actually, I probably should have left that there. Oh well. Pick up all this clock scrap. How are we doing on weight? We're doing okay. One more of these guys in here. Let's stomp on them. I'm going to leave this ice cream. Yeah, you're cold. That actually kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna get jump scared so many fucking times by this guy's voice, because he talks at the most inopportune times when I don't want him to, and when I'm not expecting him to. But we got some good stuff. We don't need 2 knives in our hotbar. We do have a full inventory, though. Big darn can't go through out this side, so we must have to find another way through. A button for me you should not have. And now we're in.
Hello, over here.
What's up, boss?
Oh, you're new.
What's that supposed to mean? I went to the Springer facility. I worked at Gate before.
Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here.
God, Thule was right. You are insufferable. Sufferable.
I don't feel safe at all.
I bet not, buddy. All those flashing lights are probably a little spooked. I believe what we need is in here. I don't think we have plastic containers yet, right? No. But I believe there should be some cabinets we can use. So, let me turn that off. So there's little TVs about the place that allow us to learn a little bit more about the world. It gives us a nice little intro. If people want, I can start watching them through, but personally, I don't really, hold on, excuse me 1 second. My apologies, I had to sneeze. But, essentially, oh, we're getting a little bit of radiation because we have a fucking carbuncle. Let me put that guy, I don't know, fucking here. Get the food. So, our main, as I said before, we have our dismantling action, but we can also break shit. And now, we'll get those power bricks we needed right here. We'll make it all look pretty later. I'm going to go vanilla for the first couple of streams, but then there's a few mods that I like to use that allow you to organize your stuff a little bit better. They make certain things a bit, like more roomy, like certain containers a bit easier to store in. I'm actually going to fix this. I need a hammer to fix stuff, that's right. Okay, makeshift. Let's make a power brick so we can let in our friend Dr. Jager. Oh, what's up, Dr. Jager? What's the matter? You're very upset. Okay, I did put that in. Oh. Hi! Are you new as well? So this is a peccary, as the game has just informed us. This is the main kind of, I don't know, I guess, I wouldn't necessarily say threat, because he's going to stop being threatening really quickly. Alright, get all that stuff, and do we have a bandage still? Fix that up right there, and we'll stop losing all of our precious bodily fluids. We wouldn't want to lose our precious bodily fluids now, would we? All right, so now that everything is good to go, we, unfortunately, as you saw, Dr. Jager did not make it. But don't worry about him. Let's go talk to Dr. Thule, see if he's got anything else to say. Hey, Doc, I got the door open.
Oh my god. What happened to Jager?
The dog
He
got him.
didn't deserve that. I mean, not really.
No, no one deserves that. Sorry. I mean, hey, honestly, I don't think I've ever heard that line from Thule before. I didn't know he had a heart. Good for him.